FM22 has thrown its toys out of the pram, and it has thrown a terrible wobbly, and we're up against it, with injuries and some player problems. Let's go kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rodney Parade, Newport. And if you are a first-time visitor here, watch, subscribe, like and comment and help us to grow and help us to support research into chronic heart disease. And if you have been following us already, you will know that we were second in the Sky Bet Championship, but unfortunately things have started to fall apart at the moment, and FM has decided to throw its toys right out of the pram. And once FM bites you like this, there's very little that you can do. And so we are just riding the injury storm and all the other nonsense that's been going on. And it started with Lewis Collins. Lewis Collins, a striker, a squad player. Lovely to have him in the squad. He's never complained much. He's just nice to have there and comes on and plays sometimes off the bench. And suddenly he came and knocked on my door and said that he wanted more playing time, that he deserved more playing time. Well, I stood up to him and he said no chance. But unfortunately, after I did that, Timmy Abraham and Chris McNeil, as well as Josh Pask, the team leaders, came to visit me and said I'd been extremely unfair to Lewis Collins, that I should be starting him in more games. And of course, I don't want to upset the team leaders, but unfortunately, two of them are strikers. And so I had to drop one of those, rotate them so that I could give Lewis Collins a little bit more playing time. And then, lo and behold, Timmy Abraham and Charlie McNeil both knocked on my door and said that they weren't getting enough playing time. Well, for goodness sake, if they had another brain cell, they'd be plants. They asked for Lewis Collins to get more playing time. He plays in their position. For goodness sake, what is wrong with them? And so I've got very upset players in the squad. And then, if that's not enough, if there really isn't enough, Hayden Hackney, who's on loan from Burnley, I got a call from the Burnley boss who said that I was not playing him in his preferred role. Now, this was never an agreement. I never actually agreed. I've had him for a year and a half on loan, and I've played him as a Mazzala. But suddenly now I've got to play him as a ball-winning midfielder. This is total news to me, totally out of the blue, and he threatened that he might recall him unless I start playing him there. And unfortunately, I don't think there's enough time before the transfer window to play him in his preferred position. So, I don't know, I'm probably going to lose Hayden Hackney, and probably Charlie McNeil and Logan Pye will be recalled from their loans because Bournemouth are currently below us, and I know from my interview their expectation is to finish as champions. And well, it's what I would do if I was Bournemouth. I would recall them because I would not want Newport finishing above me. But anyway, since you were last here, we've had a tremendous injury crisis as well. You saw us beat Barnsley 4-1, and we followed that up with a 4-1 victory at Hull. But then injuries, and our fullbacks were decimated. We lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace, 2-0 to Bristol City, and then I organised a friendly, and then lost another fullback. To raise morale, but it didn't work because we lost 2-0 to Stoke. We had to play centre-backs as full-backs in that game, and then lost 4-0 against Derby. Things were getting bad here. But against Blackpool, what I did was I slipped back to the old 4-1-3-2 that had served us so well for a couple of seasons, and thought, we've got to try something different here. And luckily, we managed to scrape a 1-0 victory in that game. So it has been absolute chaos here, absolute lunacy. And now we have this Coventry game. Coventry, who started the season well, and we should be beating them because they have slipped down the table. Their start didn't last. And ours, we're still around fifth spot and around the playoffs. And ours did. So it's a game we should be winning. It's Duhaney, Duzak, Cometio and Lewis at the back, Hackney, Williams and Weir. And McNeil, Collins and Abraham all get a start in this game, and they need to deliver something. After all the problems that they have caused me, they need to deliver in this game. We need a win. We need to stop this rot. And so away at Coventry, this is going to be a test of our character, and let's enjoy the game. And we are under the cosh already, but Lewis takes a throw and he finds Weir. Weir finds Lewis again, and that's back all the way to Williams. Williams finds Collins, and Collins fires in a cross and McNeil is beaten to it, and that comes out to Dehaney. Dehaney picks up the loose ball and drives down the right. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can, and it's fired in, and the goalkeeper collects that very easily. And so we've made a very positive start. We want to go at them, and it has been a very positive start. Duhaney and Hackney exchange passes. And here comes Dehaney. He's looking for McNeil. McNeil to Collins. And Collins bursts through, and he has scored. That was a burst of acceleration from Lewis Collins that I haven't seen before. He left his man for dead and powered in the shot. And it's Coventry 0, Newport 1. Duhaney fed McNeil inside to Collins, and he just stepped on the gas and drilled it into the bottom right-hand corner. And that was a good goal from Collins. And all this fuss, and maybe things will settle down now after he's managed to get himself a goal. But I just think that I will probably sell him in the January transfer window as Coventry come forward. And they have equalised straight away. And this always happens. And I don't know why it happens. We score, and then they equalise almost straight away. And I'm going to pull the line back a little bit out of desperation to stop the fullbacks getting around the back. But that was a good header, easily out-jumping Duhaney on the far post. But we're still in the game. It's 1-1, and we have a throw, and it's Lewis. Lewis inside to Weir. Weir finds Williams, and Williams finds Lewis again down the left, and he finds Weir. And that's a poor pass by Weir and easily intercepted, but Cometio intercepts as well. And we can rebuild from the back again. Weir finds Lewis. Lewis to McNeil. And McNeil and Abraham is through, and he should have scored. Abraham's form has been terrible of late, and he really should have scored there. But Lewis fires in a corner, and that's headed away, and it comes out to Collins. Collins back to Lewis. We're on top at the moment as Lewis drives into the box. He looks for Williams, and Williams has scored. I'm not sure what the goalkeeper was doing there, but, he just sat down and said, I'm not having any of that, and Williams was able to just pass it in past him. I don't know, I don't care about the opposition goalkeeper, but that was a shocking piece of goalkeeping. He just sat down and let the ball go past him. And so it's Newport back in front, 2-1. And we are very much in this game again. And so we're going to come off the press a little bit and just conserve energy before half-time. As Coventry have a throw, and they look to work the ball out of defence. And they're doing a very good job of that. And again, coming off the press, we're letting them play out from the back. But here's Duhaney. Duhaney, he finds Abraham. Abraham with a little chip over the top that's defended well by Coventry. I'd be happy going in at half-time, 2-1 up. But Coventry are through. This is a chance, and that was a real chance. and they should be equal now. But unfortunately, Wickens pulled off a great save, and they have a corner fired in, and that's headed over the crossbar, and it remains Newport County 2, Coventry 1, and we are up to third in the table again. It's not something I want. I'd prefer to be mid-table. We're not good enough to be thinking about playoffs and promotion. So I'd prefer to be around underneath the playoff spots, if you like, a mid-table team. And here comes Duhaney, he's robbed on the halfway line, but that's easily defended by Duzak. I think Duzak is going to become a very, very good player for us. Highly underrated, but very, very good, strong player in the air. And here come Coventry again, but it's tidied up by Newport. But that is a really poor kick. That is a chance. And Wickens deputising for Rogers today. That was a pretty poor piece of judgment from the goalkeeper. But at half-time, it's Coventry 1, Newport 2. And we'll take that. This is a game really we should be winning. We are a better team than Coventry. And it's a game that I don't want to lose. As Weir looks to find Abraham, but that's gone too far away from him. And Coventry, a long ball up the centre of the field, picked up by Daniel Williams. He finds Collins. Collins looks for Abraham. Abraham is in the clear. Can he finish? Yes, he can. It is Coventry 1, Newport 3, and finally I can breathe a little bit easier. And I think the 3 points now really should be safe after this. Weir fed Collins, and that was a great ball. And Abraham finally remembers where the goal is, and it's Coventry 1, Newport 3. And now we are kicking some balls. And that is what we do here at Newport. And Duhaney finds Abraham. Abraham, who started to wake up now, he finds Williams. Williams looks for Weir. Weir has it. And is that a penalty? Yes, it is. I think it's a penalty. And I think Newport have a chance to go 4-1 up here. This will be a great win. And Lewis is over the ball. And can he put it away? Yes, he can. It's Coventry 1, Newport 4. And, well, we're absolutely delighted at Rodney Parade here. To go away and a 4-1 victory at Coventry would be fantastic. And maybe we can get more and really start to build morale. So we're not going to change anything at this point in time. We're just going to continue to attack them. And here's a throw. And that's headed away. And it's Coventry looking to break on the counter-attack. And what I think we're going to do, we're actually just going to hold on to a 4-1 lead at the moment. We're going to slow it down a little bit, conserve energy. And here is Duzak, and he's having a great game. And Wickens finds Cometio to Lewis. Lewis, he's driving forward. And Weir fires the ball over, looking for Abraham, and that is a chance. And that is a very, very good save. And we could have easily have gone 5-1 up there. And we looked so much better than Coventry in possession. We're passing it around. That through ball over the top is beautiful. And Abraham, he must score. And it's gone over the top. But we are absolutely dominating this game now. It's pretty much done, I would say. If we can get a couple more goals, that will be tremendous for morale. We're sitting in third place. As I say, I don't like sitting in third place. I don't want to be near the playoffs. This season, we're not good enough to be thinking about promotion. That would be the worst thing that could happen if we got promoted to the Premier League. Even now, we're going to have to make a lot of changes to the squad in the summer to make us into a better championship team. But for now, we're just going to slow everything down, waste time, and hold our shape and just hold on to this lead. They're not going to score 3 now, but we have a throw-in. And Collins, can we get another one? He finds Swanson, and Collins is in, and that Collins has still got it. I thought it had gone out, it hadn't. He finds Williams, and Williams hits the post, and Abraham picks up the loose ball, but it's cleared by Coventry. And that is a brilliant header by Hamilton, towering over his opposite number, and that goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. And so, as the game draws to a close now, it's a comfortable victory for Newport. Very, very happy with that result. It's what we needed after that really bad month that we've been through, and now we have put together a couple of good results, and things are looking a lot better for us. As Coventry still trying to come forward, and it's easily defended by Newport. And that's full time, and it's Newport 1, Coventry 1, Newport 4. And that leaves us at this moment in time in 3rd place with 35 points from 20 games and 5 points behind the leaders, and we've got to be happy with that. Outstanding performance today. I'm very, very happy with the boys. So if we go to the schedule now and have a look what's coming up, you can see we've had 2 back-to-back victories now, and we have Brentford, very tough game, Swansea, Bournemouth, Coventry and Reading. I think we'll come back after the transfer window somewhere. After the transfer window opens, we'll just play some games. I just feel like it's going to be win some, lose some, and we'll see where we are in January once the transfer window has opened. And that's it for this video. Don't forget, subscribe, watch, like and comment, and help us to grow and help us support chronic heart disease research, a very, very worthwhile cause. And all that remains to be said now is we'll see you in January.